Oh, there we go. Had a little. Why are we so bespectacled?
Because I have blue blocker because my eyes are tired.
We're very bespectacled.
But at least we've got a bright, shiny light to highlight our
shiny and new. Hey, I want to do my.
Are you just now making notes as what you want to talk about seriously?
Hello, Abe. Hello, apple cakes. Hello, ACNC12, Adrienne.
Make your notes.
Rosa.
I'll say hello. You make your notes.
Hello, Linda Wynn. Edison Al.
Goodness gracious.
Hello, Lori Ellison.
Make your notes.
Hello, Adri. I think I know what I'm talking about. Hello, Jay Harms.
Okay, I'll let Alan do it.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you won't let me. You're saying hey to everybody. You go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Hello, Araceli. Oh, man. Oh, okay. I got it.
All right.
I think we've kind of done.
We're a little early. I was up very late last night. Had to go back into the studio this morning.
Playing Best Fiends.
I had to do laundry because Mckelly doesn't understand that laundry isn't like 1 hour and it's done. It's like a 3 to 4 hour process because she waits until she has a helping of laundry.
Heaping piles.
So it's at least 2 loads, sometimes 3, depending.
Hello, Michael.
And that's washing time, drying time, folding time. So, yeah. I don't mind doing the laundry. I really don't. It's just I don't like doing it late. But that's about to change.
Wow.
Well, she's about to be 15.
Gonna throw down a big edict, huh? I've heard this before.
A lot of stuff is about to change. She's about to be 15.
I've heard this big edict.
Well, a lot of stuff's about to change. She's about to be 15. There's stuff she's got to learn how to do. Like I said, I don't mind doing it. I don't mind. But I'm not going to do it on a Sunday night at sitting up at 11 o'clock doing it.
No.
All right, ready?
Well, is everybody here?
I don't think a lot of people are going to be here this early.
The early bird gets the worm. It's kind of lewd. Hello, Sarah Reed Spencer. Hey, we got to talk about our the oak thing. Right?
All right, go ahead. Write it down.
Hello, Liz Key. Not to be confused with Elizabeth Betts. I did the Steve Harvey bit several podcasts ago. Screwed that up. Lori says your hair looks great.
Thank you. I lightened it a little bit.
What am I, chopped liver? What's wrong with my hair?
I lightened the color just a little bit.
I'm just glad I have hair.
Yeah.
Hello, Hector. Wasabi. Hello, Sheila Redmond in the Hub City.
All right.
The early bird gets the worm. Okay.
All right. Ready? Test 1, 2, test. Thank y'all for joining us early. All 24 of you. Good?
Yeah, that's good. Good levels. Seymour Butts. Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Seymour Butts. Please pick up the red courtesy phone.
Welcome to another podcast. It's called A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kellie Rasberry Evans. This is my husband and my podcast co-host, partner, lover, friend, Alan Evans.
Hey, Trade in the house.
I don't know. What else are you?
Companion. Thank you for being my friend.
My companion in life, my travel buddy.
I just was thinking of all the songs that have the word friend in them.
Yeah.
Doesn't James Taylor have one?
Yeah.
If I'm down and troubled and you need a helping hand.
Yeah, there you go.
'Cause nothing.
I don't know. We're not known for our musical acumen on
Close
this podcast.
your eyes and think of me. And soon you will be there.
Wow. Something.
Even the darkest skies. Dun, dun, dun. You just call out my name. And you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Oh, yes, I will. To see you again.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall. All you have to do is call.
And I'll be there. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Down.
You got a
Friend. Hey, way to
Who
go,
knew?
babe. All
Who
right.
knew?
Yeah, a little,
We had it in us.
little spontaneous
Who
picking
knew?
and grinning. We didn't even plan that.
I promise no more of that's in this podcast. We do have a lot of stuff to get to besides that.
But I am your friend.
You are my friend.
I am your friend.
And my friend and I are going to talk about some changes in rearing children when they reach teenager status, teenage age. We've had some new developments in the household regarding almost 15-year-old Mckelly. It's
We
kind of
have?
exciting and fun stuff. Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to hear.
Yes. So you're just acting dumb.
No, I can't wait to hear
Oh, you are
because,
dumb?
well, no, I can't wait to hear because just, I don't know, 3 days ago, she was trying to fill a thing of water under there.
Yeah,
You have to tell that story.
I will.
That's pretty funny.
I will.
That's-
Mckelly is just helpless. But I think they're helpless. Teenagers are helpless when they don't want to do something.
Right. They know
And
how to
so
do it, but
They're
just,
going to
right.
prove to you just how much they don't know how to do something, so they never have to do it again. We're at that kind of stage.
Right.
But it's kind of fun. We had one of our children, Dylan, our youngest, turned 9 over the weekend. And it was all about whatever Dylan wanted. It was birthday weekend from start to finish because poor thing, right before his birthday, he got a mouth appliance put in to separate his teeth. It's on the I didn't have to have this when I had braces. Like,
It's in the roof of his
oh, I
mouth.
thought it was in the bottom
Yeah,
because
it's on the
he's
top.
poking his bottom lip out. I thought it was behind the bottom.
It's like way up in the top.
All right, so it's a spacer on the top, a palate spacer.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right, because Mckelly had to have one of these when she was in kindergarten or so, and you had to turn a key, and they said, oh, she's gonna have to wear it for 9 weeks. And 2 weeks later, she was done,
Mhm.
and she was such a trooper. She never, cried and carried on. So it's a little, every child is different, and Dylan's in a tremendous amount of pain. He's not eating. He doesn't even want to drink stuff.
Yeah, he
He's
was really out of sorts this
Puny,
weekend.
and it's
Yeah.
sad, and it just was on his birthday. It was just sad. But Alan and he was talking to our dentist about it, and they're starting to do braces so much younger than when we were children.
Yeah.
Because the reason is,
Well, I was talking to our dentist about this. I was asking him, why do they do it so much earlier now? And he said, well, when you were a kid, you waited until you were kind of like in junior
fifth or
high.
sixth grade.
Yeah, maybe sometimes junior high,
Yeah.
high school before you got braces. And he said, what a lot of orthodontists and dentists found out was there wasn't enough room in the mouth for most children's teeth to come in. So like in my example, I didn't have a spacer because they didn't do it.
I didn't either.
And when I got to the age where they needed to put braces on, the only way they were going to fit all these big teeth in my mouth that were coming in was to pull 4 of them.
Same with me.
So
I had 4 teeth pulled.
So this is to prevent. I was trying to explain this to Dylan real simply. Like I was trying to say, hey, buddy, this
hurts
is
now.
this
but
it hurt. It's kind of, you got some pressure in your mouth now, but this is so you don't have to have teeth pulled when you're a teenager.
Yeah, so they're starting them really young. Like 8 and 9, sometimes as young as 7. They're getting their first set of braces, then they take them off and put them back on.
It's Dr. Pincus? It's Dr. Pincus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pincus said, that's probably another reason you have sleep apnea. He goes, because not only do I have a really small windpipe, but he said the palate is narrow.
You have a very narrow palate.
So I got big tongue, little palate, and little windpipe.
I know with me,
Big teeth.
I had my braces and I wore my retainer and everything, but my teeth kept dividing because I had this little muscle that was between my lip and my gum, like right in the beginning of my front 2 teeth.
What, that little thing up
that
here?
little thing.
Well,
And
everybody has one, right?
I know, but apparently, I don't know what was wrong with mine. It was causing my teeth to separate.
Hmm.
So they cut it out. That was the most pain I've ever been in my life. I'll never forget when that shot wore off, how I was just in a fetal position. My mother didn't know what to do. Bless her heart. Bless my heart. I was like in 7th or 8th grade or something. And I had to get braces put back on. But because we had our 4 molars pulled or whatever, I was able to get all my wisdom teeth. I only had to have 1 wisdom tooth pulled.
No, I had all my wisdom teeth taken out. So
You
I had
did?
4 plus 4. I had 8 teeth taken out.
I only had to have 1 wisdom tooth taken out because it was growing against a nerve and it was really, really painful. And I was so nervous. I remember what Dr. Hayden was my doctor's name. And I was like,
Who?
Dr. Hayden was his name.
Hayden.
Heiden. I guess it's
Okay.
German.
Okay. I thought you said N. There was an N in there.
Dr. Hayden. And so anyway, I remember I was like, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. He's like, well, let me just open your mouth and just let me look at it. I'm like, oh, okay. And he looked at it and I said, how bad is it going to be? He said, Kelly, I've already pulled it. I was in so much pain I didn't even feel him pull it. That's how
Really?
bad it was. Yeah. So I've got 3 of my wisdom teeth. But anyway, like we said, they're starting braces as young as 7 now. They put them on, they do the spacers and stuff, take them off and put them back on. So that's the process he's in on his birthday weekend, which sucks.
And I felt so bad. Like last night before we're going to bed, I said, buddy, I need you to lay down so we can do this. And he's like, I don't want to do it. You know, I'm like, oh man, please. You know, so he finally lays down and, tilts his head back and opens his mouth. I turn out all the lights and I don't have my glasses. So I'm like, I can't see in his mouth. So then I run downstairs, grab my glasses, run back upstairs. He gets back in the position because he had stopped to watch TV. And you got to put this little tiny, looks like a little key in the hole and then push it. And then that rotates the spacer.
Yeah.
And he's
it's like a wrench.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he is yelling and screaming while I'm doing this. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, but I did it. And right when I pull it out, he stops. I said, well, it doesn't hurt, does it? It's just kind of like pressure. And he goes, yeah, it doesn't really hurt.
It's just the fear of it more.
Yeah. I'm sure it feels like it's, like it's pushing it apart, like as I'm in his mouth, like, pushing that thing in his mouth.
He's not eating anything and it's just sad. So y'all keep Dylan in your thoughts and prayers while he goes through this little sweet thing. But he's 9. And of course, it didn't stop him from fishing. That's all. If you would fish with him from sun up to sundown, past sundown, he would do it. He's obsessed.
We had a fun day. We fished twice actually, and we caught a bunch of fish. We went to 2 different ponds, and we said it last podcast. We said, hey, we'll throw you a big birthday party. You want to have your friends over? You want to go to Dave and Buster's?
Nope.
You want to Pinstack? You want to go to anywhere?
None of it.
He said, nope, I want to go fishing.
None of it. So that's what he did.
So we'll talk about all of that and maybe what we caught after you do that.
Yeah, because, one thing, I was talking to a friend of mine today, and when she came over to dog sit for us a while, she laid down on our bed, was relaxing. And she's like, oh my gosh, your mattress. I was like, I know, girl. I'm telling you, Alan and I brag all the time about our Helix Dusk Lux mattress. Easy for me to say.
Dusk
Helix
Luxe.
Dusk Lux.
Luxe.
But listen, Helix has several mattresses. That's the one that was right for us because Alan went online and took this like the 2-minute quiz.
Yeah.
And basically, the questions are so simple.
Yeah. Height, weight. How do you like to sleep? How do you prefer to fall asleep?
And of course, Alan knocked 20 pounds off my weight because he's a loving husband.
Yes.
But it was still okay.
Yeah. And then it gives you a recommendation. It recommended what mattress for us?
The Dusk Lux.
Kind of on the medium to firmer side.
I was really surprised because, when I used to go, this is an online mattress company. This is the first time we've ever ordered a mattress online. So I was a little apprehensive because I'm used to going like I know what I'm doing. I go to a mattress store and I just kind of bounce around. I'm like, well, I guess I don't know because I don't know. And I always thought I needed a softer mattress, but I was wrong because when our king size mattress was delivered by Helix and it came in the box to our front door, I was like, there's no way there was a king size mattress in that box. But we took it back to our bedroom and unrolled it and boom, it just like inflated because, it was like, you don't call it vacuum packed.
Yeah.
I was going to say dehydrated.
It was really compressed.
It was really cool. And when it came and I lay on it the first time, I was like, wow, this is firmer than I kind of thought it was going to be. It has given us the best sleep. We literally get in our beds. I mean, we don't say it every night, but I guarantee you the majority of nights we look at each other and say, I love this mattress so much.
So comfortable.
But you need to go and take the sleep quiz for yourself. You go to helixsleep.com/sandwich. Do that. We want them to know that you heard about it from us. helixsleep.com/sandwich. It's just a 2-minute sleep quiz. They'll match you to a customized mattress to give you the best sleep of your life. And listen, they have a 10-year warranty. Plus, you get to try it out for 100 nights. It's completely risk-free. If you don't love it, even though we know you will, they will pick it up for you. And Helix even has financing options and flexible payment plans. So a great night's sleep, it's never far away.
And Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/sandwich. That's helixsleep.com/sandwich.
Do it. You will not regret it. I was telling somebody the other day, they were mattress shopping. It's like, go to Helix. Get a Helix, I'm telling you.
Add over, but I had a lady slip into the DMs the other day. She goes, come on. Do you guys really like that mattress that much?
We love it.
I'm like, absolutely. I said, in fact, not an ad. Cole jumped on that thing the other day, and he goes, "Daddy, this mattress is awesome." And I
Right.
said, "Yeah, this is the one we got from the
They were
podcast."
he was body slamming his brother
Yeah.
on the mattress, and it's just so great. The ad is over. I'm telling you.
This is the longest
I
Helix
know,
ad ever.
but I'll go to sleep some night, and Alan will get in, and I don't even feel the bed move because it's just great. All right, ad over.
Well, I'm very considerate too. I don't just jump in bed. You know?
could, and it wouldn't matter.
I do the kind of tuck and roll into bed.
Right.
So there's no,
There is no.
right. Okay, just real quick to finish off Dylan's birthday weekend, we had a little family get together at
The China Buffet.
King Buffet.
I was so excited.
And he was so excited about doing that, and then he didn't eat one thing. Couldn't eat anything.
I know.
Couldn't eat Jello. I don't know. He was really having a hard time, but we did the best we could.
Well, we went and he wanted some change to get some stuff out of the machines, like little bouncy balls, the quarter and 50-cent machines. Took our money, made me so mad. I went to the front desk and said to the lady, I said, "Your machine took our quarter." She said, "It's not our machines. Not our machines." So we were
that's kind of a bunch of crap. I mean, when you told me that at the time, I started, I didn't want to go Karen, but I started to kind of feel like I needed to, show him my
post up.
Well, show him my Boda medals and say, "Look, you got these machines."
For those that don't understand what Boda means.
Battle of the assholes.
Yeah, you'll win it every time.
I'll win it 100 out of 100 times. And I was thinking, come on, man, you've got these machines on your property in this restaurant. And if somebody gets ripped off, you're not gonna pay for that. You're not gonna reimburse them for that.
People put their machines there and they come around and service them. We lost money on 2 of them, so they could keep like a running tab and tell the people to reimburse them. But I don't know.
Well, if they were smart, they'd front those a-holes. Give you the 50 cents and say, "Look, you're pissing off my customers. You owe me 75 cents for this."
Oh, we're going back even if they take all our money. We
love
that China
I like China Buffet, but why?
We love it.
Why would you tick off a little kid?
I know. It's all right though, honey. We made it right.
Yeah,
we made it right.
We made it right. But China Buffet. I took him to Shields and let him pick out a large, medium, small gift. He got another fishing reel.
That's a tradition Alan does with his kids. Instead of, they get some surprises, but he takes each child out and says, "You get to pick one large, one medium, and one small gift." And that's what he does every birthday.
Yeah.
That's a fun tradition, right?
So he gets to pick out like what he wants, and that's a big deal for him. He said he must have said thank you 100 times.
Yeah.
He was
he's a good kid.
So happy and appreciative. He wanted a new reel and he picked it out. And we talked to the salesman about what he wanted to do and all this stuff. Picked out his own rod, and he got some lures. And then we went fishing a couple of times, and my sister got him a fishing vest.
My suggestion.
Yeah, it was Kelly's suggestion.
I thought it'd be great. Giving gift cards are fine, but I like giving tangible things, and I knew he'd love it.
And he got a fishing bucket hat that had all these fishing. So he put on all this stuff when we went in the morning, and he had his new rod, his bucket hat, his vest. And I was like, man, he is so in on this right now. He is all in. And I'm just hoping he sticks with it, because we talk all the time. I said, "Dill, someday, when I'm old, we can fly to Canada like my grandpa used to do, me and you will go to Canada and go up there and catch some walleyes and some pikes,
Wow.
Because my grandpa used to do that every year. He used to go to
Canada.
He used to go to Canada.
I've never been to Canada. Can I go?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Do I have to fish?
No.
I'll do other stuff.
No. Well, you don't have to fish. But anyhow, I said, we got a lot of plans, so you need to keep up with this fishing.
I'm sure he will. Let me tell you about my soon-to-be 15-year-old daughter in Mckelly.
Mm-hmm.
So she got into the whole Hunger Games movies, right? Mm-hmm. So anyway, she was at her dad's, and apparently her dad has 2 children from a previous marriage. So the oldest is 27, the boy. She's got a 27-year-old brother and a soon-to-be 26-year-old sister. And the 27-year-old has a bow and arrow lying around. And she's like, "Well, what's that?" And she said that she wanted to try it. So her dad took her to her first archery lesson over the weekend.
Yeah. How cool is that?
And she loved it.
She did?
Yeah. So, I just want her to do something she loves.
Yeah.
Anything. I don't care. But, archery, not a lot.
That's a cool hobby.
It is a cool hobby. And, Gina Davis, the actress, who I am told, that's most often who I'm told I look like. I love that. I don't see
you're
it.
way more beautiful than
Oh, you're
Gina
very
Davis.
sweet, but I think Gina Davis is beautiful, so I'm not insulted.
Yeah.
But she's in one of my favorite movies called The Long Kiss Goodnight. If you've never seen it, it's with her and Samuel L. Jackson. I love this movie so much. I think it holds up pretty well. Whenever I go back and watch it every once in a while, because some movies from the 90s and stuff don't always hold up in the 2000s. This one holds up pretty well. But she's an assassin who gets amnesia. And suddenly these people start coming for her because they don't realize she has what?
An assassin
Yes.
has amnesia.
Yes, she has amnesia and she doesn't know she was an assassin.
Right,
She's just living like her life.
Wait a second. Was this out before or after the Bourne movies?
Before, I think.
Oh,
Before.
Wow.
Yeah.
They ripped this off The Long Kiss Goodnight? That bit?
So anyway, she had amnesia. And somehow Samuel L. Jackson gets in. He's just like a cab driver or something. He gets into the whole bit with her. But she doesn't know she was an assassin. And suddenly these people are coming for her because they don't realize she has amnesia. They think she's still, there's a target on her. And so as she's like fighting for her life and her family's life, her memory starts coming back. And like, oh, she's a badass. Oh, it's such a great movie. So anyway, she is a real like skilled archer. I think she might have competed in the Olympics. I might be having a false memory.
I kind of remember that too.
But I'm like, you know what? If Mckelly gets good enough, why not? We could be like, she could go to France in 2024.
Good eye, mate.
She's got to get on it though. So I'm excited she has that. But you know what else Mckelly's getting into? All right. So she's about to be 15. So we're looking into the requirements to get her learner's permit. Very different from when I was, listen, I'm a lot older. I had my daughter 6 months before I turned 40. So a lot has changed since I was driving. I was driving when I was 12 or 13. I was in South Carolina. My mom would send me to the store to get Diet Pepsis. Who cares? But we didn't have to go through that traditional stuff of driver's ed. So I think, is that a requirement here? You have to go through driver's ed?
It's been a long time since I've gone through it, babe. I don't know.
Did you have to?
Yeah, I did. I
See,
remember my mom took me to class all the time, every morning.
We didn't have to.
Yeah.
So anyway, Emma Kelly is going to be going through driver's ed, and my friend Amy's daughter has already been through it. So she's going to take us to lunch and show us all the ropes on that. What, baby? Emma Kelly just walked by. So we're doing that. And then Emma Kelly's like, I want to start earning some money.
Mm-hmm.
So I was out to eat about a week and a half ago at this little restaurant, not even a mile from our house.
I hear there are a lot of jobs available.
A lot of jobs, but not a lot of jobs for 15-year-olds. She's about to be 15.
Yeah.
We go to, everybody's hiring, especially restaurants. If you have a teenager,
Restaurants, yeah.
They're all looking for hostesses because the wait staff is having to do double duty. And it's been a big mess because we go out to eat a lot. And anyway, there's this restaurant about a mile from our house. And I asked the owner came over and was talking to us, how old do you have to be to work here? He said, well, I start hiring hostesses as early as 15. But he said he has to hire a bunch of them because I guess teenagers are only allowed to work a certain amount of hours per week.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, well, my daughter's about to be 15 and I'm going to get her in here and for a job interview.
Here in the United States, anyway.
In the United States. So, I just think it'll be so good for her because, I want her to have good people skills. And I don't know, I've been working since I was 12 or 13 years old. My parents had a shoe store and I just went to work every Saturday because I loved earning money and I was tall. Mm-hmm. So people didn't realize was I breaking laws? Were we doing child labor law violations? I don't know.
In South Carolina?
Who knows? But I was selling shoes and stuff and I loved making my own money. And for the longest time, my mother said, I started making good money. And she said, well, I'll pay for half your clothes for school. And because I was, I loved buying my own things. Mm-hmm. And then eventually it became, I just bought my own stuff. So anyway, I like that for her. But of course I tell Mckelly, like, I've got you a job interview lined up. And all she hears is, I've got you a job. So she thinks that she's just got this job lined up, but no.
She's a shoe-in, huh?
I'm like, you got to go up there and you got to be interviewed. You got to stand up straight.
Yeah, how about an interview? I'd like to see that.
Right?
Fly on the wall while that was going on.
You can't wear a sweatshirt up there when it's 100 degrees. You got to wear a nice dress and, fix your hair a little bit.
Yeah.
And guess what? She's gotten into big news. Makeup.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you told me that.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of her friends have started wearing it, but Emma Kelly hasn't really cared. She's naturally gorgeous. And I wasn't pushing her. I'm like, this stuff will come. It's going to come when it comes. And one day she's going to wake up and suddenly start caring. Well, she came to me over the weekend because she was going to go out. She was having a sleepover with her girlfriends. They were going to go out to eat. And she said, I'd like to try wearing a little bit of makeup. I was so excited. And it wasn't a big deal. I just
Mhm.
did some tinted moisturizer.
I don't know what
with
that is.
It's like sun, because I told her, I said,
Oh,
even
it's
though
like
you're-
my face cream.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's got sunscreen in it. 'Cause
Sunscreen.
If I had started using, and everybody always compliments me on my skin, and I do use sunscreen, and I've been using it for a long time. But if I had started as early as a Mckelly, I would even look, my skin would be better.
Wow.
So I do. I get compliment on my skin all the time. It's
Got
just genetics. Well, I mean, I use
No,
sunscreen.
you do. You do that.
So anyway,
You have very
she's-
nice skin.
Thank you.
It's very
So-
creamy.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we put like a little drop of this glow serum in with the tinted sunscreen.
Glow serum?
It's a glow serum, and so it gives your face like this iridescent glow. So I put that on her, and then she, for some reason, I guess because she's got Persian blood, has a little bit of dark shadows under her eyes. So I put a little bit of highlighter there, not concealer, but highlighter. I was explaining to her because it reflects the light instead of trying to mask it with heavy color.
Mhm.
Like a lot of people, when you get zits or red lines or dark circles, they try to cake on concealer,
Mhm.
and actually it looks bad because it gets all cakey. But this little bit of highlight, it's like an eye brightener. It reflects light. So we did that, and I gave her a little bit of mascara,
I know what that is.
a little bit of mascara,
Yeah.
and some tinted
Blush?
it's not like blush necessarily, but it's almost like a highlighter blush. It's like
Okay.
highlighter with a little tint to it. And that was it. She was stunning.
What about cat eyes?
Nope. Didn't do any eyeliner. No.
What about that silver
eyeshadow,
glittery stuff around the eyes?
Nothing.
That throws me off
It
when I
was
see that stuff.
it was tinted sunscreen.
You ever seen that stuff?
Yeah. It was tinted sunscreen, a little eye brightener underneath her eyes, mascara, and a little bit of tinted colored highlighter on her cheeks.
Mhm.
And my daughter's lips are so naturally red thanks to that Persian blood. When she was a little baby, people would come up to me and say, "You need to take that lipstick off that baby."
Oh, wow.
Honestly. So she doesn't even need that. She just wears chapstick, and she's good. Gorgeous. So I was really excited about that. Anyway,
Makeup.
and she's into fashion now. So everything that I was kind of
That's big.
wishing to happen is happening.
It just happens naturally.
It
It's
happens
happening
naturally. It happens, and everybody, it hits them at a different time. Some of these little girls, you see them at 8 and 9 years old, they want to start wearing makeup and the jewelry and the heels and stuff. And she was a little bit slower coming to it, which I am thankful for.
But this isn't like an everyday thing.
No. Well, today, the first day, she wanted to wear makeup to school today. And this was of course, the day she wants to wear makeup to school for the very first time.
Mhm.
I am back at the Kid Craddock Morning Show studio.
Nationally syndicated.
And she's like, "Why did you have to go back today?" I was like, "I know, terrible timing." So
Amen.
last night I went to her room and
Amen.
we laid out everything she was going to need. And we went through all the steps again. It's just real natural.
But she didn't do it.
She did do it.
She did do it?
Yeah, she did it.
Oh,
It's just
wow.
real. It's a real natural.
That's cool.
And I told her, I said, I could take you to the makeup counter and get them to teach you how to do this natural look. But
Can't you roll into like Mac or something?
It's
They'll give you a
fun.
class or
well,
something
you
like
can,
that?
but then they're going to try to sell you everything.
Well,
And
yeah.
that's part of it. You kind of feel like when you go do those classes and that lady took her time. Yeah, I'm going to buy something.
What's the best makeup brand?
Oh, I use everything.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybelline's great. They have their mascara with the pink tube and the green cap, the wand. That's
About
like the number one
Revlon, is that
seller.
still a thing?
Revlon's good.
Cindy Crawford used to do Revlon.
She did. I really like Bobbi Brown stuff
Oh, is
because
that still a thing?
Bobbi Brown,
Brown.
yeah. She I think she sold her company and now she started a new line, but of course you can't use the Bobbi Brown name. I can't remember what the new
What about
name
a
is.
Vuda or a Vera?
Aveda.
Yeah,
Aveda.
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 What's that?
That stuff kind of smells interesting. I like some Aveda smells, but not all of them. But Bobbi Brown, the reason I like her stuff, the original stuff, it had so much pigment. You could get her eyeshadow and her bronzer, which I use her bronzer instead of a blush because it's got all of her stuff is kind of browns with pink undertones, and I really like that for me as
Who's
a
all of her
redhead.
stuff?
Huh?
Who's all of her stuff?
All of her stuff.
Oh, all of her stuff.
But it's got a lot of pigment, and so it lasts forever.
Mhm.
I mean, years.
Waterproof?
Well, I mean, no,
Oh.
not her blushes and her bronzers and her eyeshadows.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, seriously, they last forever. I love them.
Now, is Sephora a brand, or is that just
Sephora
a chain of
Is a chain of
cosmetic
stores, but they have their own brand. They have their own line of
Oh,
cosmetics as
okay.
well.
Okay.
So it's like Walmart has its own brand of stuff and Target has its own line of stuff. But they're the company Sephora and they have their own line. They
Old
sell everything
Glory. I'm
else.
trying to think.
Old
Walmart's.
Glory
That's
is
Walmart's clothing. Isn't it
no, I
old
think
Faded
Old
Glory?
Navy,
Faded Glory.
Glory is Walmart, isn't it?
And Target is not Arizona.
They
What
have
is it?
Universal
Good,
Thread,
good,
and they have
Goodfella.
Company.
Goodfella.
They have a bunch of
For
stuff.
the men, it's Goodfella.
Anyway, I'm excited. And she's not trying to be all tardy, and she's not doing all this funky blue eyeshadow and all this stuff. She's just doing real natural.
Mm-hmm.
It's lovely.
Okay.
I'm excited.
All
But y'all
right.
keep your fingers crossed. I'm gonna let you know when she's going in for that job interview. She's going to be 15 on October 19th.
Yeah.
October 20th, we're driving our butts down there. Not really, but yeah, we're excited.
Wow.
And you know what she wants to do for her?
Big goings on.
You know what she wants to do for her 15th birthday?
What's that?
I'm going to tell you after this.
There you go.
I used to do a lot of things without really thinking them through.
Mm-hmm.
But I've started to evolve, I'd like to think, in my way of thinking. And if I can choose to do something that is good for the planet, why not? I'll do that,
Sure.
I want to. And that's why I'm excited to introduce you to a new sponsor of our show. It's Ana Luisa Jewelry.
Yeah.
Now, I never thought about how our jewelry choices can affect the planet until Ana Luisa. Their mission is to create beautiful, high quality jewelry. Doesn't cost an arm and a leg either. It doesn't cost the planet either. And I'm going to tell you how you can save 10% using our code SANDWICH in just a second. So hang on. But honestly, I was first drawn to Ana Luisa because I love her necklaces. They are exactly what I'm into, the dainty and chic and timeless pieces. And I love wearing 2 or 3 of them at once for that layered look. And there aren't a lot of times I feel dainty. So Ana Luisa makes me feel that. And I love it. And the earrings are gorgeous. Ana Luisa has the latest trends. The ear cuffs are really fun. But here's the thing. Ana Luisa uses recycled metals whenever they can. Their gemstones are ethically sourced. So not only do you feel fabulous and sexy wearing your Ana Luisa jewelry, you can feel good about it too because it was produced ethically. And I'm careful with my spending, but Ana Luisa's pieces are at a very fair price, starting at just $39. Plus, with our code SANDWICH, you can get 10% off your first purchase. Ana Luisa also releases new jewelry collections every Friday, which gives you another reason to look forward to the weekend. And while you're shopping ethically, you won't be sacrificing on quality. All of Ana Luisa's jewelry comes with a 365-day warranty. That's incredible. I've ordered pieces for myself. I've ordered pieces for gifts for Mckelly's birthday and for the upcoming holidays. And with our discount, you really should go and stock up.
So go treat yourself and your loved ones at shop.analuisa.com/sandwich and use our code SANDWICH to get 10% off. We absolutely recommend them. You heard Kelly and all of the great things she had to say about why she likes Ana Luisa. So check it out. It's a great brand. They make beautiful, sustainable jewelry. Again, that's shop.analuisa, which is ANALUISA.com/sandwich. Promo code SANDWICH to get 10% off.
Ana Luisa.
We love Ana Luisa.
It's really beautiful stuff. Y'all will really be impressed. A lot of gold, a few silver pieces, but mostly gold. Just love it. Love it. Love it.
But here's what we're going to do now. The captain is going to take back control of the minnow.
I was going to tell
of
the
the
birthday.
minnow.
I said, hang on for the birthday party. And then you can have it back.
What
I just
birthday
teased.
party?
I said, I want to tell you what Mckelly wants to do for her 15th birthday
Oh,
party.
okay.
And then you can take back control.
Okay. All right.
My 15-year-old almost daughter, you know what she wants to do for her birthday this year? She wants to loiter. She doesn't realize that's what it's called, but it's loitering.
Mm-hmm.
There is an outdoor shopping area in our suburb it's nice. There's an outdoor fountain that's really pretty. It kind of dances with the music and stuff. She wants 10 friends, 2 of them happen to be boys, to go loiter. Now, she wants to go to dinner and then just all walk around and take selfies. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right? And I was trying to steer her to do something else, anything else. She's like, no, I've already told my friends and they're so excited about it. So that's what my daughter wants to do for her.
So
15th.
basically cruising around in a big flock.
Yeah. And don't store owners and families shopping love that when they see a pack of 15-year-olds.
None of them are buying anything.
Oh my God.
None of them are eating anything.
Just loitering.
Just loitering.
So that's what she wants to do.
Laughing, giggling, tripping. A lot of that goes on.
Yeah.
A lot of tripping goes on.
Yeah. But I was talking to JC about it from the Kid Craddock.
My
Show,
man.
and he said, but and me too. It's like when we were kids, we used to go hang out at the mall. That's what you do.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. That's what you wanted to do. So, all right. It's a cheap party for me.
It's a cheap party. Yeah, I'm all for that.
Loitering.
I'm all for cheap loitering.
All right, take back control of this ship, honey.
Well, I'm trying to.
I teased it. I had to
No,
say
I
it.
know. We're going to move though from makeup talk and from dainty necklaces and loitering. I'm going to talk just 2 minutes about football.
Oh, I'm going to talk about makeup.
No, I had the big meltdown last week about the Dallas Cowboys. Remember that?
Yes.
And then a very prominent member of ex-player agreed with my assessment of things by
how frustrated you are.
how frustrated I am. So Cowboys week 2, they play the San Diego Superchargers in San Diego. At the end of the game, the Cowboys actually kick a field goal, win the game.
Just like the week before with
well,
the Patriots. Isn't that what happened?
the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers. Yeah, the Buccaneers kicked a field goal and beat the Cowboys.
Tom Brady's not with the Patriots anymore.
No, he's with the Buccaneers. That's okay. You knew that.
I knew it was Tom Brady.
But the kicker of the Cowboys, he was kind of the GOAT, like not the greatest of all time. The GOAT, the GOAT last week because he missed all those kicks. This week, Greg the Leg kicks a 56-yarder, wins the game.
Redemption.
You would have thought. Now I'm happy. They got the W. They got to win. Hey, we got to win. Win is good. You would have thought that the Cowboys just won the Super Bowl.
We get really optimistic every year. This happens every year.
I'm here to tell you that's not going to happen. And it's not going to happen this year either.
Why are you being a naysayer?
Well, because
Tom Brady's still playing?
No, well, that, yeah. And Tom Brady's in the NFC now. But I saw Post Malone and
Conor
McGregor in Jerry's box up there.
They love Conor McGregor. Remember all the players were walking like him?
But would Jimmy put up with this? Would Jimmy put up with this buffoonery?
Jimmy Johnson has not been the Cowboys coach since 1991.
I'm living in the 90s, though.
And has nothing to say about who Jerry Jones invites into his box. Or his suite, I should say.
I was practicing my Jimmy right before the podcast. Can I do it?
Y'all, this is so annoying. This is so annoying. But I'm preface it with just letting you know this is annoying.
Great job, players, coaches. Everyone did a hell of a job. When you're going to hit a big gorilla, you hit him with everything you got. And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
Okay.
That's my Jimmy Johnson.
Is that really what he sounds like?
That's exactly what he sounded like.
I don't know. I have to get back.
Those were the glory days. So I'm happy the Cowboys won, but everybody just tap the brakes just a little bit. Okay. Tap the brakes just a little bit, including you, Posty, and including you,
Conor McGregor.
I always want to say Colin or Conan McGregor. It's Colin.
It's Conan O'Brien.
What's his name?
It's Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
And now you got Conor McGregor.
And Will Ferrell.
Who
I don't think is funny.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to say about Cowboys, guys, nation. I'm right there with you, but let's just calm down.
Just
tap the brakes.
But you can still be optimistic. That's part of the fun, right?
No, I'm not optimistic. It's been 26 years.
But it's got to turn around at some point.
No, it doesn't.
Has there ever been an NFL team that's never won the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Who?
Cleveland Browns.
Oh, have the Jaguars ever won?
Jags.
But they're new. They're a new franchise.
They've never won one.
Yeah.
Detroit Lions. They've never won
Okay.
one.
Well, there you go. Well, at least Cowboys have won.
Hey, but you could be a Jets fan like Sam. They haven't won a Super Bowl since the freaking 60s.
Sam from New Zealand likes the Jets?
He likes the New York Jets.
Why?
He went to New York one time.
That was it.
And he just liked the Jets. Yeah.
So if he would have come to Dallas first, he would have been a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Well, maybe next time Sam comes, we might need to try to get him tickets if he comes during football season.
Texans haven't won a Super Bowl, I don't think. The Houston Texans.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Alan wants me to tell this story.
Which one?
About Big Als Bar.
Oh, yeah.
If y'all didn't hear this on the Kid Craddock Morning Show, I'm not going to do this story justice. So Al was not at his bar the other night when this incident happened, but he did go back and look at the security video because restaurants, everybody has security video now. Anyway, he said his manager Sean called him and said, "Big Al, we just had a woman poop in our restaurant."
That's awful.
Now, that sounds shocking.
Very shocking. Yes.
But here's basically what happened. We've all been there where we are clenching our butt cheeks and we're like,
whoa.
We've all been there. We're like, I got to get to the bathroom. I've got to go.
This has happened to you?
Oh yeah, we've all been there.
It's never happened to me.
Alan, you've told it on the radio on the podcast where it's happened to you. We've all been there, so we can sympathize. So he said the security camera catches, because they didn't know who did it until they went back and looked at the security tape. And this is how they found out what happened. So this woman comes in and she's wearing a skirt.
Oh gosh.
He said she looked to be like in her 40s. Okay. So she's walking through the bar and she kind of stumbles, like when we're all walking along and you kind of trip and you look behind you to say, what did I trip on?
Like you did in New York City.
There.
Like you did in New York City.
Yeah, but she didn't fall. She just kind of tripped and caught her balance. But when she tripped, poop shot out of her butt.
That is so gross.
And she just kept on walking.
That is so gross.
But here's what I told Al. Who wouldn't keep on walking at that point? Honestly, because you're so embarrassed.
What are you going to go? What are you going to do? Turn around and go pick it up?
I would like to think that I would pick it up. I would like to think.
You're going to go back there with bare hand and pick it up.
I would like to think I would pick it up. I would like to think I would. But we all think we know what we would do. Everybody sits at the bar and they're all, oh, if this was happening, I would do this. If somebody came in the bar right now and said, everybody get down. I'm going to be the hero. You don't know until you're in that situation. But the woman literally tripped and pooped and just kept on going. And then they found it.
That is so gross.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard. But awful. Isn't that awful?
It's it's awful. I mean, I've shit my pants in public before, but I'm contained.
She was wearing a skirt.
Yeah, but she's not contained.
But you know what I've heard from when we told stories like this before in the past, people that work in department stores have said, Kelly, you can't believe what we find in dressing rooms sometimes.
Ew.
That people leave behind stuff in dressing rooms.
I can believe that.
Like bags of urine and stuff.
No, I can believe that. Because
you've been on a crossroad trip. Yeah. You've heard people, and I have not done this, but you've heard of people like they'll pee in Pepsi bottles or in, Slurpee cups and things because they're driving and they don't want to take a minute to pull over.
Right.
But oh my gosh.
No, I can believe it.
So anyway, that's with Alan. I don't know why Alan wanted me to share that story with you, but I did.
Well, because I wanted to, talk about whether or not this has ever happened to you in public.
No.
Oh, come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
You've never, not left one in a restaurant, but you've never had an accident?
No.
You've never had an accident?
No. I don't know how many times I have to tell you this.
Well, let's not count your toddler years, but in 50 years on this planet, you've
54.
I know, but I'm not counting your toddler years.
So 50. No, I haven't.
You've never
but I
had
have a friend that if I could ever get him to come on this podcast, maybe you'd have to know him to tell it. He tells the funniest story about how it hit him in his car and he just destroyed his car. It is the funniest story. Poop stories are so funny. I have another friend. I would be done. I've heard this story. Tell it. Poop stories are just so funny. And he went to a party one time and the toilet got backed up. And you should hear him telling the story about how he finally just locked the door and climbed out the bathroom window. It was so bad because the toilet was overflowing. I love poop stories, y'all. That's bad.
You love poop stories.
They make me laugh.
I told mine you didn't laugh.
Are you sure? Maybe it's because it's my husband. Maybe it's different.
Okay, but wait a second.
But other people telling their poop stories and their tragic poop stories makes me laugh.
Serious question. So now she's gone. There's poop on the floor.
Somebody had to clean
What
it up.
Happened at that point?
One of the staff cleaned it up. I didn't ask who.
Alan paying those people
I told
enough.
him, I said, you've got to pay whoever cleaned that up like a massive bonus. That's so bad.
That is disturbing.
Well, it's disturbing enough. You wanted to hear it twice, so I told him.
But I didn't get the whole story. I was with the
That's the
kid.
whole
I was with the
story.
kids on the way to school, and Al was telling us, and
But I said that poor woman, she was probably trying to make a beeline for the bathroom and
Right.
she tripped, and she's like, "Well,
I
there you go.
understand. Yeah, been there, done that.
I'm taken care of now. I'm out of here."
Totally been there. done that.
Terrible.
Well,
Terrible.
not done exactly that, but
I know.
been there. That's for sure. Speaking of Al's Bar, I didn't tell the story on the podcast last time. I didn't give an update. I rolled all the way down to Waxahachie about a week ago.
It's an hour from our house.
Yeah, about an hour from here.
Yeah.
Because my tattoo artist, Carl, moved from Deep Ellum, and coincidentally, his new studio is literally 2 doors down from Al's, down the hatch. So I went down there to work on some background filler or whatever on my forearms, and I stopped into Al's Bar before all the turd was on the floor, I guess.
No.
And I went in there, babe. It was lunchtime. There wasn't one person in that place.
Well, I mean, you were there early, and it was also
Noon?
on a what?
Well, I was in the.
We went to lunch
yeah.
today, and there was
I
nobody
know.
in the
I know.
restaurant.
It was
just
11.
depends.
It was 11 on a Monday.
Yeah, his is a bar. I mean,
Yeah.
he just opens for lunch, and if somebody happens to be there, but nighttime is when they really.
But the
do well.
bartender was defeated. He goes,
Yeah.
"Dude, I'm glad you came in. There's nobody here." I'm like, "Yeah, give me 2 shots of Fireball, please." So I did that.
That's Alan's tradition.
Yeah. So I knocked those down, and I went to see Carl. And Carl, he has gone all in on Japanese tattooing. In fact, he only does Japanese tattooing now, and he does it on the floor. So he has a little platform, but you lay on the floor.
So not only does he do Japanese tattooing, he does it Japanese style.
Exactly.
Traditional.
He takes his shoes off. I don't have my shoes on. I'm laying on the floor, and he does this thing called tabori, which I haven't done, but it's where you use a single needle, and he'll with a stick, and he'll
hammering.
It's kind of like hammering and sticking, but he can draw.
Rihanna had that done.
He can draw big. Yeah, Rihanna probably had a small one done though, right?
I think she had those dots and stuff,
Yeah.
and I think Angelina Jolie had that done too.
Well, Carl can
I
do
don't know why he wanted
big.
her-
He can do big pieces
Mm.
with this tabori.
Mm-mm.
So he's gone all in on the Japanese, but he's doing it now in Waxahachie. So he lives close to there. He lives really close.
Yeah. So you had a big day in Waxahachie. I'm going to be having a big day in Waxahachie, I think. My best friend since 5th grade, Tommy Jean, she's an empty nester. Both last year, her kids.
Tommy Jean.
Yeah. Her kids, with COVID and everything, didn't get to go off and do the full college experience. So now as sophomores, she's an empty nester. And I was like, the minute you're sad, I want you to come to Texas and hang out with me. And we were trying to, think of stuff going on that she could enjoy. So Big Al,
My
speaking
man.
of down the hatch in Waxahachie, on October 30th is having Vanilla Ice come in. And if you remember, on my 49th birthday, Alan and I had just started dating in January, and this was in April. And Big Al used to always throw me a birthday party. I finally told him to stop. I said, after he moved to Waxahachie, I was like, I can't. I let him throw me one more party there. It's a bar promotion. I mean, yeah, he loves me, but it was for the bar.
Now you can roll midget wrestling in there.
Oh, I hate that. But anyway, so he's bringing Vanilla Ice back for October 30th.
Hey, am I going to this?
If you want to.
Do
We have the
that
kids.
weekend?
We have the kids. You can get a babysitter if you want, but
I like Vanilla Ice.
I know it's fun, but I don't think it's ever going to top my birthday. Anyway, Tommy Jean's going to come, and we're going to go to Waxahachie. And Big Al said we could stay over if we want in his house, but I was like, I'm not going to get tore up with Tommy Jean, so I can drive us home.
You're not going to get turned?
Not going to get turned up.
Y'all
with Tommy
aren't getting
Jean.
turned up?
But if you come and we get turned up, we can maybe stay at Big Al's and do a slumber party. That'd be hilarious. Or we could hire a driver and drive us
I
home.
mean, is there a bed for me, or would I have to sleep with Al?
Maybe the three, me and you and Tommy Jean, we can all snuggle.
Well, yeah, I guess we could.
Anyway, we'll work that
Yeah.
out. But anyway, if
Be-
anybody is in the Waxahachie area and you love Vanilla Ice, October 30th, I think Tommy Jean and I, and maybe Alan are going to be going.
Maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know. Yeah.
And if you don't do that, we've got our big,
Is it a dress-up party?
I don't know. I don't like to.
'Cause
I
I'll
don't
I'll totally roll down
I
there
know.
in Slash or Negan.
I know. Alan has his bit. He
Those
has
are my two. That's
he
all I
has
got.
two.
That's all I got.
Halloween is not my favorite. I don't love dressing up. It's
You
a lot of
dressed up with
pressure.
me.
I have with you because I'm trying to be a good sport. And the simplest thing I can do is Axl Rose. I flat
You're
iron
a
my
good
hair.
Axl Rose.
I flat iron my hair. I put on a bandana.
Spitting image.
And roll up my, do a muscle shirt and I'm a bunch of leather bracelets.
It's perfect
because
because you're all creamy like Axl Rose too.
I hate dressing up for Halloween.
Why? You're just wearing ridiculous
I
clothes.
don't enjoy it.
Isn't Halloween just an excuse for ladies to dress slutty?
Yeah, not me. I don't.
But isn't that the reason?
Well, a lot of women do. They look at it. I'm a naughty, whatever.
A naughty fire.
Naughty anything.
A naughty fireman or a naughty police
naughty
officer.
anything. I mean, I'm betting.
Well, not that there's anything wrong with that.
I'm betting Big Al will make that a costume thing. But I think he has there's like a town square or something there, right? You were there,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I think
it's really nice. Yeah.
I think he's getting a permit to do it all outside. The last time he did it in Dallas, Texas, the neighbors complained and the police were called and everything.
Yeah.
It was but the police came and they let us kind of finish, but then he had to deal with that with the city. But
didn't he have to go to
so much fun? He had to go to court.
Did he have to go to a hearing or something?
Yeah.
Poor
yeah, but it was worth it.
My man.
It was the best. And of course, Alan and I had just started dating. And of course, he's like, I'm dating Kellie Rasberry on the radio. This is what my weekends are going to be like every weekend.
I never.
This is what my life is going to be like.
I never said that.
I said you're probably thinking
whatever
that.
Kellie just said never came out of my mouth.
I said you're probably thinking that my life is that exciting.
I want that to be clear. That I never said that.
I didn't say Alan said that. I said he's probably, maybe I did say that. I meant to say he's probably thinking, this is what it's like to be with Kellie Rasberry. There's always vanilla ice parties and the police coming and shutting it down. But no.
Yeah, I'd never been to a party before until we met.
Alan, you even joke about that.
No, I do. I've told the story. I was standing on stage and a Ninja Turtle goes by me. A clown goes by me. And they're shooting water at everybody in the audience. And I'm up there kind of looking
around.
I'm
up there humping vanilla ice.
Yeah, you're up there humping vanilla ice. And I'm like, how the hell did I get here?
Kellie Rasberry. Bumble,
yeah.
And look at Alan trying to act like, what are you talking about?
What is that? What I sound like?
Yes.
Let's hear it again.
I never said that.
I didn't say that.
I sort of said it. All right. Look, I don't know if you were watching our YouTube channel because we record our podcast on YouTube every when we do it twice a week, Monday and Wednesday nights.
Mondays and Wednesday nights, yeah.
But sometimes, we're hit or miss on that. But I have been enjoying a delicious beverage.
You have?
It's called Bev. It's short for beverage. But anyway, I'm really enjoying this. It's a new sponsor for our podcast. And what I love about it is Bev is a female-first canned wine brand that was founded to change not only the way a product is consumed, but the way an industry and a culture have operated for generations. Most of these, anything to do with alcohol, liquor, and stuff is usually a male-owned business. So why not? Come on, ladies. And I love the fact, because we love to host parties and we love to have get-togethers and my swap parties, not, with clothes and stuff. I love convenience. And with the canned wines and stuff, it's so easy. I don't have to keep uncorking bottles and stuff. It's like, here, just here's all these cans on ice and there you go. And Bev has 6 varieties to choose from: Rosé, Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Gris, Pinot Noir, or Pinot Gris, excuse me. I'm learning. Pinot Gris. I always thought you pronounced the S on there, but you don't. Pinot Noir, Glitz, and Glam. And tonight I'm drinking the Bev California Pinot Noir.
Made by chicks.
So delicious. Yeah, it even says that on the can.
Made by chicks.
Made by chicks.
Chicks. Anyway,
it's absolutely delicious. Their wines are all dry, crisp, a little fizzy, not too much fizzy, because you don't want to be drinking these things and burping. That's not cute. Just a tiny bit of fizz. So it's just a very refreshing drink. 0 sugar, only 3 carbs, if you're counting that, and 100 calories per serving. So if you're on any kind of program, because sometimes, when people pour from a bottle, it's like, oh, that looks like about 100 calories. It's never 100 calories. This way, there's no guessing with Bev. I love it. The cans are cute. They're tiny, but each can is a glass and a half of wine. So you're getting that pour. It's perfect when you don't want to open a bottle. That's awful too, because sometimes on a Tuesday night, I want a glass of wine, but I don't want to open a whole bottle because then I'm like, when am I going to want another one? And the bottle is going to spoil. With Bev, I'm getting a glass and a half. It's the perfect amount. And a 24 pack is equal to 8 bottles of wine. Bev's 4 packs, that's what I'm drinking mine from, It's great for gifting or hosting. We've got holiday parties coming up. If you're going to show up with a 4-pack of Bev. It's great. And I love that we're introducing a female-owned company to you, women supporting women. And Bev ships straight to your door. Shipping is always free, but most importantly, it is delicious. I love these canned wines. I'm telling you, I wouldn't tell you that. They even asked me before they sponsored our podcast. I said, I'm not going to talk about it until I try it. I tried it and I love it.
You tried it, you liked it.
Tried it, I loved it. I said, okay, you could be a sponsor of A Sandwich and Some Lovin', Bev. And thank you so much because I'm enjoying it very much tonight.
Here's what we've done. We've worked out a special deal for our listeners. Receive 20% off your first purchase plus free shipping on all orders. You know, Kelly suggested trying their best-selling Ladies Night variety pack so you can check out all of the delicious varieties. Go to drinkbev.com/sandwich or use code SANDWICH at checkout to claim this deal. That's drinkbev, drinkbev.com/sandwich.
And Bev can also be found at retailers nationwide, including Target, Total Wine, Bevmo, and more. But why not order them online so you can get the discount?
Made
Order
by
online.
chicks, huh?
I love it. I like women. I like supporting women-owned businesses, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Especially in the alcohol and the the wine industry. I think that's a market that hasn't been really tapped, and
Good
Bev's doing a
deal.
great job.
About 13%.
It's good alcohol content, right?
That'll catch up with you.
And zero sugar, and you know how many calories you're getting. Because I'm trying to be better, y'all. I told Alan I kind of like got out of control. You know, at some point we all do it as women and men too, I guess. You get to a point where you're like, I don't care, and you just eat whatever you want and do whatever you want, and then suddenly one day your jeans don't zip. And so I've been trying to watch it. And so this, I know what I'm getting with 100 calories. Thank you, Bev. Thank you, Bev.
Thank you, Bev. You got anything else?
Well, we got to talk about our oat event coming up.
Yeah, we're doing a podcast, kind of like a pre-holiday party at Oat, the restaurant in Dallas off Greenville Avenue, November
13th.
November the 13th,
Saturday.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. We thought we'd do it then because it's right before Thanksgiving and right before the mad crush, because literally we're already getting Christmas party invitations. People, I mean, your calendar gets stacked so quickly. So we thought, we were looking at the calendar, what weekend we don't have the kids, and November 13th was just a weekend we don't have anything on the calendar. So I hope everybody else doesn't have something on the calendar because we love hanging out with all of you. And if you're in the Dallas area on November 13th, I know some people even come in and get a hotel room. Alan, they did that before.
No, we have friends from San Antonio, from Austin. They come up. Yeah.
Louisiana. I mean, we had people come
Kansas
in.
last time.
Yes, they come in. And so we'll do a whole big thing. We don't have the kids that weekend. So there is a chance we could maybe have another. I know last time we did a pre-party thing, and we're not making any promises right now. Those things need to be worked out. But for sure, on Saturday, November 13th at Oat Barbecue, 6 p.m., we're going to be having our next fan meetup there. And we'd love it if you can come to kind of pre-celebrate the holiday.
I've heard there may be some live entertainment.
Well, yeah, I talked to Chef Mike about it, and he said, would you like to have music? I'm like, well, yeah, we'd love to have music. And I was asking Alan, is there anybody in our podcast family who is a great musician? And maybe we could look there. But I think Mike, he has somebody that he uses. But somebody else suggested that we do like a cornhole tournament just for fun, you know, playing because there's cornhole there.
If anyone wants to get beat at cornhole, we can play that.
It's just fun. And I just love hanging out.
You know, our friend Patrick, if he's there, don't play cornhole with that.
Yeah,
guy.
no.
He will beat you.
Yeah. And don't bet money on him.
He's like a pro.
Yeah. Do a lot of cornhole tournaments. But it's going to be fun. So mark your calendars for November 13th for Oat Barbecue. October 30th, if you want to go to Big Al's down the hatch in Waxahachie to see Vanilla Ice.
You think
a couple of things coming up.
Think he's pitching our event on the Black Planter?
No, but I mean, come on.
What? Come on, what?
Who doesn't love Vanilla Ice?
This is cutthroat. This is competition.
You even want to go see Vanilla
No,
Ice.
I do. I really do. Plus, he's in Waxahachie. We're in Dallas.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we're in Plano, but our Oat is in Dallas.
Yeah, the restaurant.
But anyway, Alan, you set up a Facebook. Tell everybody how they can, because we need to have a head count kind of to give our Chef Mike a kind of a head count on what to expect.
Yeah, just go to our Facebook page, A Sandwich and Some Lovin's Facebook page, and I set up an event and just click interested or going. Preferably click going if you're going, and don't just say you're interested and never show up, or show up.
Yeah.
But that's all you need to do.
That's it.
That's it.
Look
Easy.
for A Sandwich and Some Lovin's Facebook page, and you can find all the information
They'll
there. But I've pretty much given it all to you here.
We'll probably have some specials too.
Cocktail specials usually, right?
Yeah.
And they do like app specials and things like that.
Yeah. You know what? The kind of kick I've been on since we went to Bernays the other night.
What?
I'm back. Whiskey sour. I sip on my sour.
Well, when the
Tell
weather
y'all to
starts
get the
cooling
hell
off.
on out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when the weather cools off.
No, I like those sours. Are good.
Yeah.
I could drink
All right,
I could drink me a sour.
There you go.
Yeah.
Come have a sour with Alan and a martini with me.
Well, I have my own drink there, Dime. It's the old fashioned.
Me too.
Alan's
a
like
martini.
Dime. That's Kelly's martini and Alan's old fashioned. But I may go whiskey sour this time.
Why not? Just mix it up a little bit. But we love, we always love hanging out with you guys. And I know a lot of people have been asking us when the next one's going to be. Well, there you go. November 13th.
Okay, good, babe. Well, that was a good way to bring it home for Jerome. We didn't just yogurt out of this thing. Yogurt.
All right, babe.
All right.
I got to go check on Mckelly. I don't know what's going on. I think she and her friend want to go to some sand volleyball court tonight.
There was a lot of, I saw there was a lot of
activity.
A lot of leaning and peeping. And
Mckelly never wants me until I'm on the radio or on the podcast.
That's exactly what I tell Kelly. She never wants me every single time until I have zipped and I'm midstream and I'm standing there. And then all of a sudden there's Kelly Rasberry Evans's big mug on my phone.
But how do I know that?
But every time.
Emma Kelly can look in the door and see that I am broadcasting. I cannot.
How is it I'm always? How is it I'm always going to the bathroom?
I don't. But every time I call you, literally, he's using the bathroom. How is that possible?
I use the bathroom a lot.
A wife's instinct, or you use the bathroom a lot? That's it.
I've seen our neighbors a lot lately too.
What do you mean?
The ones behind us, remember?
Oh, I thought you meant using the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
We were talking about using the bathroom.
I switch gears very quickly.
And you just assume we're all keeping up.
I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately.
I love y'all.
I love Oak Barbecue and the Dallas Cowboys desperately. But I love our listeners desperately.
Even more desperately.
And I'm sure we'll podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye! Yogurt. All right.
What are we going to call this one?
Sandwich and some makeup.
Help me name this podcast. I don't think sandwich and some
Dee Dee,
makeup.
I haven't dyed this. That's my color. I haven't dyed it. I dyed this a while back, but this is all grown back in, like, I have not done that though. Maybe some of this is kind of dark because it's left over from when I did this, but yeah. There's that. I was fried, dyed, and laid to the side. All right, peeps. Monday Night Football is on tonight, right? I think are the Packers on tonight? Who's on? What's the game tonight? Is it the Green Bay Packers? Yogurt.
Oh, here comes the teenagers.
Oh, here they come. Teenagerous.
Come here, girls.
Teenagerous volleyballus Sandus.
Come here. What's going on? Come say hey to. There's only 24 people.
24 people.
24 people. Come see.
Hello. Wait, is it
It's
on
almost
video?
yes, YouTube. This is Emma Kelly and her friend McKenna.
Hello.
And y'all are going to play volleyball?
Yeah.
It's 7:30.
Yeah.
What time did it start?
7:30.
Well, y'all were late.
Yeah, my mom just saying.
Oh, she's here? Okay,
Yeah.
what time are we home?
We don't know.
Emma Kelly's wearing just a little bit of mascara.
Wow, makeup.
So
Nice.
cute. And she cute. And McKenna's cute too, isn't she?
Thank you.
Bye. Have fun. Do y'all want to take a bottle of water or anything with you? Bye. So fun.
There they go.
So fun.
Teenagerous,
I'm like-
teenagerous.
I was talking to Emma Kelly the other day, and she's like, I want to find my Tommy Jean. I said, you may have already found her. You don't know. When I was in 5th grade, I met my best friend since 5th grade, Tommy Jean. I actually knew her before that, but that's when we really got friends because I was in 3rd grade when she was in 4th, and I skipped 4th. So then I was in their same class in 5th grade. And Tommy Jean's just like a sister to me. And it doesn't matter what's going on. If something happens, I know Tommy Jean would drop everything to be here for me if I needed her. And I would do the same for her. And Mckelly said to me the other day, she goes, when am I going to find my Tommy Jean? Isn't that sweet? Like you might have already found her. Michaela and she are really good friends, so we'll see. And Ava's another good friend of theirs that didn't want to go play volleyball tonight, but
Ava didn't want to play volleyball.
nah. Get me a title for this podcast while
A
you
sandwich
say
and some
goodnight.
makeup. It's obvious.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Do y'all think a sandwich and some makeup?
That was your big payoff. That was, you talked about that a lot, right? I don't know. What do y'all think? Sandwich and a sandwich. Well, that was Al's story about that turd on the floor. I'd go with a sandwich and some makeup. A sandwich and some makeup. A sandwich and some makeup and a turd. A sandwich and some makeup and the flying turd. That's a good one.
I'm not doing that. I'm not putting that in the title.
A sandwich and some makeup and flying poop. That's funny. A sandwich and some makeup and flying poop. That's a good one. That's good. That's not dirty either. A sandwich and some makeup and flying poop. Oh man, I got something to eat.
Got some fish thawing out. What are you going to make?
I guess I'm just gonna. I don't know.
So after we talked about Emma Kelly's makeup and archery, then we talked about flying poop.
Dylan's birthday.
I did talk about that. Y'all, I put one of these keyboard things, the protectors on my keyboard because my daughter had it and she didn't want it.
You like them?
I don't know that I like it. It's really,
Yeah, they're
it's
weird.
different.
Yeah, they're weird.
I'm it's making me type slower.
And you want to type harder too.
And you want to type harder, but it's supposed to keep like the dust and crud out. It came with I had passed down my old laptop to her and it just was on its last leg. So her dad and I split a computer and she got this keyboard cover and she's like, I don't want it. So I'm trying it. It's really weird. I'm sure maybe I'll get to a point where I love it. It's pretty. Isn't it pretty? It looks pretty.
Looks nice with your computer, yeah.
But it's hard to type. I'm not used to it.
All right, guys. Fish.
So after flying poop, then what do we talk about? The Cowboys.
Yeah. Football. We talked about football. Football. Terry may wanted to know if it was it a ball or was it like squishy?
I didn't ask. He said it was not diarrhea. So,
Well, that narrows it down somewhat, but that doesn't tell you exactly what the consistency was.
in the pre-holiday, we're calling it the pre-holiday podcast family meetup.
Yeah. Oh. All right, guys, we're signing off. Go watch some football. We'll see you Wednesday because there was a lot of stuff I wanted to do we didn't do.
What?
We'll save it for next time. Save it for next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
I'm slowly typing this out. It's taking forever. Why do you do that? I don't understand why you do that. I don't know why Alan thinks that is the funniest thing.
Because there's a head. Look.
And I don't know. Oh, and Alan, let Alan tell him what you're getting ready to want to do to here. Alan's got big plans.
I mean, I've talked about redoing this office, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. I doubt it. We'll see. Okay. Talk to y'all soon.